All right, we are going to solve radical equations. It's a cloudy Monday in Alabama. Don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell. We try to just go over stating, conjugates of radicals, and it went well like a lead balloon. So we're just going to keep moving on. Okay, so. Yesterday was all about eggs. Reese eggs, Cadbury eggs, deviled eggs. Okay, so here's your steps to solve radical equations. Okay. You have to isolate the radical. Okay. When I say isolate the radical, it's the big sign and everything up underneath it. All right. Raise both sides to the power of the radical and then solve. Okay. So let's zoom in here and really focus in. All right. So this is the radical by what I mean right here. Is it by itself on one side? No, it's actually being multiplied by 2. Okay, so how will we get rid of that 2? It's being multiplied by 2. Divide it. Yeah, we're going to kind of treat this. Yeah. Okay, so we're actually going to divide it by 2. Yeah. Then we're going to have a x plus 1. All right, here's a hard problem. What is 4 divided by 2? Oh, yeah, it is April Fool's Day. That's why they said 4 divided by 2 is 1. It's 2. All right. Now, so we did part 1. We isolated the radical. Now we need to raise it to both sides of the power of the radical. All right? Biscuits. Darn you, fat fingers. Okay. Now, this does not have a number in the gutter. What is understood to be right there? A 2. This is a square root. It's understood to be a 2. Unless it's written, it's understood to be a 2. Okay, so we square both sides. Okay, now this is kind of bad to say because we are in Alabama. We're about to hit the tornado season. When we actually raise this power to this radical, it does like what a tornado would normally do to a house. It just rips the roof off. So we actually just have x plus 1 on this side. Okay. Now, what is 2 squared? 4. That's sounding 4. Almost. How do we get rid of this 1? Yeah, subtract it, minus. And what is 4 minus 1? And we're done. Not so bad, except for the one thing. A lot of people still, the invisible 2 right here, right? The invisible 2 that's inside the square root thing. Okay, the invisible 2. All right. Let's look at example B. Okay. Don't you do it, stupid computer thing. All right. There's my radical. Is it isolated? Is it just that on one side by itself? No. Okay. So we got to get rid of this minus 1. How we get rid of minus 1? Add 1. All right. Now, this one is kind of, easy to see the power this time. We actually have a number in the gutter. Okay. What is our number in the gutter? 3. All right. So we're actually going to cube both sides because that's what it says in step 2 over here. Okay. 2x minus 9. All right. So 3 times 3 is 9 times another 3. Yes. Yeah. Just like a tornado. It just comes in, just takes the roof off and whatsoever. I know some of y'all was like, that's not funny. Listen, I've I've lived through multiple tornado things, okay? I think it's funny. Okay. We have a visitor. Actually, it's not a visitor. All right. Now, so 3 cubed is 27. How do we get rid of this 9? I hope that was somebody's mouth and not an underleg noise. All right. Now what do we do? Mm-hmm. Bam. So bad, yes, no. Can I get some feedback? Give me a thumb, give me a finger. Man, I'll take the California howdy right now. Okay. It's whatever. Okay. It's it's whatever. Is everybody good with copying this down? Does anybody need more time? No. Oh, that's right. It's prom week. That's why everybody's so focused. Oh, the people in my group that's supposed to be on my party bus has now backed out. So now we got to pay more for the party bus. Oh, goodness. Okay. Let's look at these together. Number 1, is the radical isolated? Is it by itself? Yes. Okay. So we don't have to isolate it. It's already isolated. Now, we do have to raise it to its power. Okay. Let's think about it. There's not one written. It's understood to be a what? 2, so we square both sides. All right. It takes the roof off of this. 5 times 5 is 25. Because 25 is a lot funnier than 24. We add 2. And now we divide. We get 9. I know it says check your solution. How many of y'all have actually, I know a few of y'all do actually go back and plug stuff in to check it. When I mean a few, there's like 49 of y'all Algebra 2 students that I have. There's like 3 people that actually go back and do that. That's a few. I mean, out of both blocks. So some of y'all are like, yeah, we're actually finally doing regular algebra again. This stuff ain't bad. All right, number 2. Is it isolated? All right. So what power do we need to raise it to? Rip that roof off. 81. Then gotta move this one over here. What if I just like totally change my YouTube channel to like the singing math tutor? You're like, please don't. All right. So, don't do that. All right. So, when I divide 80 by 6, I get this really gross decimal that is this, or you could get this. Okay. Either one of those is acceptable. ACT, which one of those two are you more likely to see on the ACT, the decimal or the fraction? Fraction. How many are stressed out about the ACT? It all depends on what you plan on doing after high school. Like I know somebody that they're trying to take, like they're taking college classes and all this kind of stuff, and then they're going to like cosmetology school right after high school. And like they're like taking honors, everything. And I'm like, what the heck? Why? I'm like, dude, are you going to like be the first cosmetologist that like writes novels or something? You know, huh? I did. I never did super great on the ACT. I mean, look at the lavish life I'm living. I mean, I have like 4 jobs. I mean, wow. I have thought bots tracking me down on TikTok. So, did you like that? All right. So this is isolated. So I'm cubing it. Do you think I care? All right. X plus 10. All right. 4 times 4 is 16. Times another 4 is 64. Yeah. We got calculators. You can double check me. Look, I could have been real mean and like made up a test and like done the desk like y'all were taking a test and totally done that today. Yeah. Like no orange sheet for the test, all that stuff. Listen, but do you think I wanted to deal with all the parent calls and emails? Um, all right. Are we good through 3? 3 was a nice one, wasn't it? Believe it or not, 3 was a two-step equation. Yep. Yep. Bless you. So tomorrow it's supposed to rain again. So I said tomorrow's it's supposed to rain again. So we'll notice like all the puddles will have a nice yellow covering on it from all the pollen. Hey, but look, after we get through this weekend, we're going to be back on the warming trend after Friday. All right. So the question was if it's already isolated. Number 4, this one is not isolated. Okay. Uh way back when we kind of used to do this thing where we would make this wall so we could see it. Okay. Oh no, that's the wrong color. Cube. So this stuff isn't so bad, is it? I mean, it's yeah. We hadn't really like solved legit equations in a long time, which is not bad because the first 10 problems in the ACT are Algebra 1 problems. The next 25 to 30 are geometry problems, and then the rest of them are Algebra 2 problems. Yeah, 60 problems. Hey, guess what? If you don't know, guess. They don't count wrong answers. Like if you get it wrong, they don't count it against you. Yeah, for real. I don't know how they calculate it, but for some reason, if you get it wrong, they don't count it against you. Huh? So, like, if you guess and you get it right, it makes your score go up. If you guess and you get it wrong, it doesn't make your score go down. Ooh, number 5 is a fun one. So confused. Okay, so 8 through 13 is just y'all on your own. That's what it's supposed to be. Yeah. Um, all right. Now, this is not another one of those that's kind of been, giving us some trouble. There's not a number right here. Y'all. Y'all. I love problems like this. See, I could do this kind of stuff all day. Say that again. I wish the only thing I had to deal with is just doing math. The nice lady that's always at the self checkout at the Kroger when I go and get waters and stuff, and she says, "Well, you always stock up on water, don't you?" And I said, "Well, I teach at James Clemens, and the waters, and kids get waters and snacks and stuff." And she says, "How are their attitudes?" I said, "For the most part, good. For the most ones I have, good. You know, but you never know from day to day what student you're going to get because everybody has good days and bad." And she said, "Oh, that's true." She says, "I got one at home." She says, I don't know what day what personality they're going to wake up with. I'm like, I said, it's like that with all of them, you know, because biochemically, y'all wake up a different person than y'all do the night than you go to sleep. Huh? Biochemically? Do you know what biochemically means? Okay. Biochemically means as long as you're still developing and growing, your body's releasing certain hormones and stuff that while you sleep, that you're not exactly the same person when you wake up as you were when you went to bed. Hmm. And it really happens the most during middle school. Hmm. Um, oh yeah, yeah, and then our body quits making as much, and then we're just, yeah, y'all got lost in the story, didn't you? You're reading. I don't know why anybody would not look at this board. There's so much good stuff going on. God. I mean, this is entertaining. I mean, this is like watching an episode of Bluey. I'm just joking. All right. So, the rest of the problems on the page, I'm going to let y'all do on your own. We're going to go over them. Okay. Not going to give y'all too long because we do have an advisory today. Apparently, there's a whole bunch of stuff we got to talk about. Y'all have got to fill out something for the yearbook. For those that take AP courses, there's something that you got to fill out because it's talking about AP tests and stuff like that. And then apparently we got to tell you that there's going to be a field trip form coming out and something about the clips. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. All right. Don't forget, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell. Good stuff. Ooh, good stuff. Good things. Roll Tide.